so do care for you first and foremost, and think about the things that you actually want. And then don't just be going out like, yeah, you go with the flow and you don't want to rush things, but have intentions with everything you do in your life.
Yeah.
But with dating too, if you know what it is that you want and that person is not checking those boxes, baby, let's keep it moving. Don't be just so pressed
Yeah.
to say that you have a man, because just because a physical body is in the presence, if it's no help to you, and vice versa, men too.
Yeah.
Just because there is a physical person there, if there is no help to you, trust me, you can do it fine by yourself.
If anything is not adding to you, they're subtracting.
Absolutely.
So there's that. So I wanted to get into some trending topics, kind of some things that's been going on in the media. We saw our fellow girl. Shout out to Cash Doll. I am a fan of her. I love her down. But she was trolling us in the media. I think they had a little tiff, and she went online doing what women do in their emotions, or she could have just been playing with us. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know her personally, but I would like to. Hey, girl,
Right.
come sit down with Lala if you want. But I seen on social media, it started a conversation at my house. First, I want to talk about when you going through something with your mate. Is that something that you put on social media, or do you keep that private?
So I'm gonna be honest. What you should do is keep that private. I will be honest and say that I have gotten caught up in putting things on social media. More so, it wasn't, I mean, obviously everybody takes a front seat to it, but it was like more so being funny with that person. But that is very childish, and I do not recommend doing that, because most times it makes things worse. It's not going to make it better. It's just 0 out of 10 times it's going to make it better. So you should definitely keep that private. And then too, we be thinking of it as we trying to expose the other person or be smart to the other person. Really, you just making yourself look dumb, because when you go back to the other person, they be like, well, what about, I thought you said his breath stank, and
Right,
and then you right
exactly.
back with him like. So yeah, just try to not do that.
And that comes with oversharing, not only on social media, but in your
Oh
family,
yeah,
your
because
friend
you gonna
circle.
forgive them,
Then
and
they
your
don't.
family not. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
true. So also something else came up with kids. When do you think it's too soon, or is it too soon to introduce someone you've been dating for a couple months to your kids, or what is too soon?
So I don't think it can be like a standard answer to that. So it's kind of like situational,
Circumstance.
But and then it depends on the age of the kids, you know what I'm saying? And then that particular kid, like you can do certain things with one kid and not with another kid. So you just have to know your kid in the situation. So I can't really say. I know for me personally, my daughter is older, so she don't and you know what I'm saying,
Right, like hi,
like,
bye,
okay,
whatever.
but when she was younger, definitely was very more selective about who I have around her and what settings I have her around. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because if it's like we out and they got your kid and they got their kid and everybody playing, cool.
Right.
But like coming to my house and her like seeing you in the
The intimate
morning,
setting,
or you know what I'm saying? Like I'm grown, so I'm gonna do whatever I do, but definitely you got to be gone before it's time to wake up for school.
Yeah,
You
setting
know what
that
I'm saying?
boundary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So whatever works for you in your situation, I can't really put a time on it, because if we knew the time, you will be with somebody and you think everything is going great until it's just not. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you really don't know. I am an advocate for, if both parents are active, both parents need to discuss
Yeah.
having other people around our kids. You know what I'm saying? If they're active, just not so much that they really have that choice, because I'm a parent. Of course, I'm not going to bring nobody around my child that I would, think is going to do something or whatever, but just so that they know, because that's just the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I think anyway, but yeah, I think it's situational. It
Yeah.
depends on the circumstance, but you definitely need to know your child and what your child can handle, and be mindful of those settings.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, my house, all that pull up, this is our place of tranquility and peace. So you don't even need to know where I stay for a while, cause for what?
I honestly think it's circumstances and situational, because like you could be feeling somebody, y'all talk all the time, y'all vibe out, and today y'all were doing whatever, and then your babysitter canceled, and it just was a general park thing, and you may bring the kids. So that's a circumstance, but situations happen with kids. Like I have a younger kid, so it was a little bit challenging for me to start back dating with a younger kid, just
Absolutely.
because I didn't have that village, like the babysitters, the aunties, this and that. It's some people around, but some people not around.
Yeah.
So I had to make that judgment. But what I did do prior to introducing my daughter is I knew your last name. I knew if you had a warrant. I knew if you was on the list. That y'all know what list I'm talking about. I did my due diligence prior to bringing my kid around. But again, you never know a person until you know a person. I think that takes time. I think you should do your research. You should definitely try to bump heads or bump into somebody they know.
Yes.
Check social media, because people mask. They show up as their representative and then they pop out. You like, who are you? Because they done playing games. They got to be their real self. That 3 months is over with. So me, I do not a 30-day trial or 90 days, not a trial. I just give you a couple months, few months to see when your representative gonna leave. And sometimes it takes a year or two for them to leave. But then we also have woman intuition. That gut feeling is the feeling that tells us some things too. Pay attention to that. But I think in all situations with kids, take your time, because I can't remember my mom dating a whole lot of men, honestly.
Yeah, and we'll get
even
over
me
stuff
as an
and
adult
forget about them.
Yeah, like I only remember like 1 or 2 guys for real. Like she never was that type of mom to bring 29 men around me. She wasn't that type of mom.
Who knows what she was doing, but that was her business.
Exactly.
That was
she handled her business wherever she handled it at. She just didn't have men. It wasn't like no revolving door.
It ain't no all that in my house.
Yeah,
no. Because where you was sleeping at before you had met me, you should sleep there still.
You know, I don't pick up no
you should
bums.
still sleep there.
Homeless men that need a place to live. No, what they call them, winter men. They need a place to stay in the winter.
And that be the thing too about, like, when I be saying take your time and make sure it actually aligns with your life. It's so many people that's in the same household because they can't be nowhere else.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, if this is not aligning with my life, my roof is okay. You should have your roof okay too. And then also, when you going through turmoil in your life, this ain't necessarily the time that you need to be starting dating. Like, you need to focus on you so that you can give that other person the attention that they deserve if and when we discover that they deserve it. If you got so many things going on, people try to date. Like, what I've discovered a couple of times in my dating situations is like everything will be, going good. And then some change or something to happen and they'll put it off on like, well, I was just going through a lot right now. What did you ask for my number?
Exactly.
If you knew you was for the first 2 months or whatever, you wasn't going through those things and those things just happened and you decided not to communicate. Like, I need answers because, well, actually I don't need answers. You can go ahead because your communication skills are awful and that's one of my pet peeves. But like, if you knew you had so many things going on that was going to take your attention somewhere, why are you asking people for their number? Exactly. You about to what you doing me to death? No, you're not. No, you're not.
So is that the new thing I've been seeing on TikTok, ghosting? Because I got out of the game, thank you, husband, prior to this ghosting thing. That wasn't my thing when I was dating. I wasn't doing it. It wasn't a ghosting thing. It was we talk, we don't talk, we do, like we just kicking it, But now they got this thing of ghosting. Like, I guess you kick it with somebody for a certain amount of time and then all of a sudden they disappear or something. Like, I don't understand.
I haven't really gotten into that. It's just that I'm like, if you're my friend or my person I'm dating or whatever, I pay attention to people. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing something one way and then it changes, then I'm going to notice that. Yeah. And I'm going to address it because I don't like to let things build up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no, yes, I'm going to pick my battles. I'm not going to say something about everything, but something that's a clear change or something that's confusing to me, I ain't going to come up with the narrative because my brain can go anywhere, honey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to ask you. Okay. But when your response is something dumb to me, like, well, I just got a lot going on, but you knew you had a lot going on when you summoned me because I'm 10 times out of 10, I didn't summon you. So I haven't really gotten ghosted per se. Now I have, and I don't really call it a ghost because I feel like at this big age, you knew what you did. Yeah. So I have been in situations where I've talked to somebody and I've been like, oh yeah, that's going to be the last conversation we going to have. Or we went out and something happened that I don't feel like I need to address. Because some things, it may be a matter of preference, and you dated other people and it was okay with them and then it's not okay with me. But some things you just know at this big age. And if you don't know, that's a bigger problem. Either way, leave me alone.
So is chivalry dead? The girls are saying the guys are not opening doors. They don't pull out chairs. They don't communicate effectively. They are not, I don't know, attentive to like women needs. Like, they want to be the bad bitches now. They want the flowers and candy. They don't really do it for the women these days.
I'm going to say yes and no.
Okay. Depends on the man.
It depends on the man. And then it depends on, like, I can't go to certain places and expect certain things.